if maybe the creative director ever kind of played with the idea that Jill and Chris ever had a relationship or something like that?
You know, that's a really good question.
So I had the pleasure of speaking with Michelle Ruff at the Calgary Expo. Now, if you guys don't know, Michelle's actually a long-time Resident Evil veteran, going all the way back to Resident Evil Outbreak File 2, where she portrayed Cindy Lennox. She's also portrayed Jill Valentine in 2 video games, starting with Resident Evil Revelations and as well as Operation Raccoon City. And something that I actually did know was that Michelle also voiced Ronnie, the Indian girl, in Resident Evil Degeneration. But in today's interview, I actually asked Michelle on her thoughts on Jill and Chris's relationship status during Resident Evil Revelation. And also, let me know if you guys want me to do more IRL interviews. Let me know by leaving a like and subscribing. But anyways, let's get started.
All right, so yeah, I'm here with Michelle Ruff and the voice of Jill Valentine. So of course, I do have to ask you, what was one of your favorite memorable, I guess, memories from working on either Resident Evil Outbreak, Revelations, or Operation Raccoon City?
Oh gosh, well,
It's a long time ago.
It was I still remember it though. It was just a really cool experience, like seeing the mocap actors on screen and getting to like voice that based off of their actions. That was the first time like I had actually done that.
Oh wow, was that Resident Evil Outbreak?
That was for Revelations.
Revelations.
Yeah, yeah.
So you were in the vocal booth the majority of times, right? For Revelations, yeah.
The whole time. Yeah. And then of course Japan was on, on the phone, and it was probably like 2 o'clock in the morning for them, and just going back and forth in the whole creative process between them and the director and myself. It was a lot of fun.
And kind of going along with that, so did you ever have to go to Japan to do the voice, or were you just in America, or America the whole time? And I guess the other question that I had too, kind of pertaining to that, is how like with the conversations that you had with the creative director for Jill, how was that? How much input did they let you have with the character, or were there like boundaries?
There were definite boundaries for sure. Stephanie Shea directed the vocal part of in the booth, and they really wanted to make sure they kept her very like calm and cool and collected. So if I got too big with the read or, did something out of character, I would always like get pulled,
So Capcom was kind of there to bring it down. I guess that's why Jill, I will say one of the things that I really liked about your Jill was that she had a very smooth voice, like previously on Revelations, like
previously on Resident Evil Revelations.
I guess that's what you mean, right, with the calmness.
Yeah, they were very specific about the tone that they wanted her to have. So that's what I did.
That's awesome. Yeah, and kind of going along with that, during the Revelations game, kind of in there, because like I said, it was a long time ago, but in the game, there was a weird scene where it almost seemed like if, I was just wondering if maybe the creative director ever kind of played with the idea that Jill and Chris ever had a relationship or something like that?
That's a really good question, because I wondered the same thing myself. And there was sort of that like underlying thing, but I don't think they ever did.
I see. So they kind of just kept it back, because I did remember playing the game that Jessica, another character, did want to be with Chris, but Chris was like, I'm busy. I'm busy killing time. Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. And what was your favorite Resident Evil game to work on? Was it Outbreak? You played Cindy Lennox as well, right?
Oh, yeah. Was that her name? Cindy?
Yeah, with the waitress outfit and the...
gosh, I think probably Revelations was my favorite. Yeah. And Jill's, that was a juicy character for me, because I got to really like sink my teeth into her.
And when you kind of shot that, was it more like anime, where you kind of had to see, there was already Japanese dubbed and you had to do it over, or no, you were seeing the actual the original? I see.
Yeah, I was seeing the mocap and going off the mocap.
I see.
So, and then the places where there wasn't mocap, I was doing just my own version of it.
I see. Yeah. And I guess another question I wanted to ask too, at Operation Raccoon City, or I guess for Revelations, let's stick with Revelations. When did you guys shoot that, and how long did it take to shoot all of the lines?
I think it was 2013.
Yeah, I think it released in 2012 or 2013. I think. Yeah.
I feel like I had maybe four-hour sessions. It was like four or five 4-hour sessions.
And I imagine they called you back as well for any rereads, right, or anything.
Like pickups.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Michelle. Yeah, it's such a pleasure to speak with you. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of your Jill voice. Yeah, I really loved it. So yeah, but thank you so much.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
So learning Michelle's thoughts on Jill and Chris's relationship status during Revelations was super interesting. Now, if you guys liked this video, make sure to click this one where I interviewed Chris Redfield's voice actor, Roger Craig Smith. Anyways, thank you so much for watching.